Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss transversal line and their properties, transversal line and parallel lines. So first is transversal line. What is transversal line? If a line intersects two or more lines at distinct points, then the line is called transversal line. Suppose it is a line L and it is a line M, and there is a line, this line T intersect line L and line M at distinct point. Distinct means different point. So here the line T intersect L and M at a distinct point. So T is the transversal line to L and M. Okay. Now here see that, suppose it is A, this line is B, and there is a line C. Here C intersect A and B, but C intersect A and B at the same point. So here C is not the transversal line. Okay, for transversal it must intersect other lines at distinct points. Now here it is a line L, it is the line M, and it is the line N, and there is a line T. Question is that here T is transversal or not. So here T is not transversal because here T intersect L, M and N, three lines, but line M and N at same point. Okay, so here T is also not the transversal. Okay, so for transversal line there must be different point of intersection with other lines, and here see X, Y, Z, T. Here T is the transversal line because T intersects X, Y and Z at distinct points. Okay. So understand, here and here T is transversal, but here C is not the transversal, and here T is not the transversal. Okay. Now we learn angle made by a transversal with two lines. So see here, there is a line L, angles made by a transversal with two lines. Here there are two lines L and M, and let T be the transversal to L and M. So here we see that the line T makes 8 non-overlapping angles with lines L and M. Okay, suppose we write this angle name as A, it has the angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, angle F, angle G, angle H. Okay, so see here carefully, T is the transversal to the line L and M. So here 8 non-overlapping angles have been formed. Okay, non-overlapping means कि कोई भी एंगल किसी के साथ मैचिंग नहीं है, सब अलग अलग, सबका इंटरसेक्शन अलग अलग है. Okay, so here angle A and angle B, angle C, angle D, E, F, G and H, there are 8 angles. Okay, so here we can see that the 4 angles C, D, E and F are interior to the lines L and M. So these 4 angles are called interior angles. Okay, interior angles. Which angles are interior angles? Angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F. And there are 4 exterior angles. Exterior angles are angle A, angle B, angle G and angle H. there are 4 exterior angles and 4 interior angles. Interior means lies between the lines L and M, and so now we learn some more angles. First is corresponding angles or pair of corresponding angles. Pair of corresponding angles. Here angle A and E are corresponding angles. So angle A and angle E are the pair of corresponding angle. So what is the corresponding angle of A? Angle E. And which angle is the corresponding to angle E? Angle A. Why angle A is corresponding to angle E? You see that here a line L and a line M, and angle A is above the line L and angle E is above the line M, and angle A is right side of the transversal, angle E also the right side of the transversal. That means angle A has same relation with L and T, and here E has the same relation as A with L and T and E with M and T. Okay, A is above the L, E is above the M, A is right side the transversal and E is also right side the transversal. So A and E are pair of corresponding angles. In the similar way, corresponding angle of B is angle F. So angle B and angle F are corresponding angle. As B is above the line L, F is above the line M. B is left side of transversal, F is also left side of the transversal. So B and F are corresponding angle. In the similar way, we can say that angle C and angle G are corresponding angle. Angle D and angle H are pair of corresponding angles. So there are 4 pair of corresponding angles. Angle A, angle E are corresponding angles. Angle B, angle F are corresponding angles. Angle C and G are pair of corresponding angles. Angle D and angle H are pair of corresponding angles. Now, second is pair of alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Here angle C and angle E and angle D, angle F are called pair of alternate interior angles. C is with L and E is with M. C is left side of the transversal and E is right side of the transversal. So angle C and angle E are called alternate interior angles, and angle D and F are called alternate interior angles. So C and E, the alternate interior angle of C is angle E, and alternate interior of angle E is angle C. In the similar way, alternate interior angle of angle D is F, and alternate interior angle of angle F is angle D. So C and E are pair of alternate interior angles, and second pair of alternate interior angles is angle D and angle F. So there are 2 pair of alternate interior angles. Now pair of alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles. Angle A and G are called pair of alternate exterior angles, and angle B and angle H are called pair of alternate exterior angles. See here, B, H, A and G. These pair are called alternate exterior angles. So there are 2 pair of alternate exterior angles. Now fourth is co-interior angles. Pair of co-interior angles. It is also called consecutive angles. Co-interior angles also called consecutive angles, and it is also called interior angles on the same side of transversal. Same side of transversal. So here Angles C and F are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Both are the left side of the transversal. And angle D and angle E are called co-interior angles, as both the angle are interior and on the same side of the transversal. So angle C and angle F are called pair of co-interior angles. In the similar way, angle D and angle E are called pair of co-interior angles or pair of consecutive angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay. Now we are going to learn a special case when a pair of parallel lines is cut by a transversal. Here the line L and M are parallel, and when the pair of parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then see some properties here. Okay. So the first property is that when a pair of parallel lines cut by a transversal, then first pair of corresponding angles are equal. Pair of corresponding angles are equal or equal in measure. So here corresponding angle of A is angle E, and when L and M are parallel, that means the measurement of angle A must be equal to measurement of angle E. So angle A must be equal to angle E. Here note that it is possible only when L and M are parallel. If L and M are not parallel, then A is not equal to E. In that case, corresponding angle are not equal. Corresponding angles are equal only when if the given lines are parallel. Okay, so note this. Okay, here suppose this line and this line, here these two lines are not parallel. So in this case, these two angles not be equal. Okay, so note clearly. Okay, now and second pair of corresponding angles is B and F. So angle B must be equal to angle F. What is the corresponding angle of C? C, G. So C equals G and angle D equal to angle H. So when a pair of parallel lines intersect by a transversal, then the four pair of corresponding angles are equal. That means angle A must be equal to angle E, angle B must be equal to angle F, angle C must be equal to angle G, angle D must be equal to angle H. Second, pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Here angle C and angle E. So angle C must be equal to angle E and angle D must be equal to angle F. Third, pair of exterior angles are equal. Here angle A, angle G. So angle A equal to angle, pair of alternate exterior. Pair of alternate exterior angles are equal. So angle A must be equal to angle G and angle B must be equal to angle H. Okay. And the fourth property is that, what is the fourth property? Co-interior angles are supplementary. Co-interior angles are supplementary. That means here angle C and F are co-interior angles, and angle D and angle E are co-interior angles. So angle C plus angle F equals 180 degree. As we know that when angles are called supplementary, when the sum of two angles is 180 degree, they are called supplementary. So here angle C and angle F are co-interior angles, and according to the rule, co-interior angles are supplementary. So angle C plus angle F must be equal to 180 degree. Now angle D and angle E are also co-interior angle. So here sum is 180 degree. So there are 4 rule, okay, and 2 rule we have already learned that. Linear pair, here A and B are linear pair, so A plus B is 180 degree. B and C are linear pair, so B plus C is 180 degree. C and D are linear pair, so C plus D is 180 degree. A and D are linear pair, so A plus D must be 180 degree. Similarly here also we have learned that vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle A must be equal to angle C, angle B must be equal to angle D, angle E must be equal to angle G, and angle F must be equal to angle H. So solving question, we may use one of the rule or more than one of the rule. 4 rule here, and 5th rule linear pair, and 6th rule vertically opposite angles are equal. So we can use any of the 6 rule or one or more rule at a time. Okay. So in next class we will learn how to solve questions on this problem based on pair of lines intersect by a transversal. So thanks for watching.